master. Oh, hey, you, stop playing with me. You'll buy yourself a beat and know you'll get it for free. I knew I belonged to the sky. When you pushed me up the end, I couldn't learn how to fly. So tell your worried heart that I'm on my way. With my lungs full of fire from the monster away. Flying like a dragon, I cruise through the sky. And crush the thunder clouds to show you the light I am. Claw master, claw master, claw master, I am. Claw master, claw master, claw master. I know that you've been afraid. When I look into your eyes, I see nothing but pain. And hey, you, I am your desire. 'Cause I'm the only one that can light your fire. And hey, you, like what you say. I have this crazy feeling you've been waiting for me. And hey, you, don't be afraid. Screaming to the sky, I'll be your hero today. So tell your worried heart that I'm on my way. With my lungs full of fire, run the monster away. Flying like a dragon, I cruise through the sky. And crush the thunder clouds to show you the light I am. Claw master, claw master, claw master. Oh, hey, you, stop playing with me. You'll buy yourself a beat and know you'll get it for free. I knew I belonged to the sky. When you pushed me up the end, I couldn't learn how to fly. So tell your worried heart heart that I'm on my way. With my lungs full of fire, burn the monster away. Flying like a dragon, I cruise through the sky and crush the thunder clouds to show you the light I am. Claw Master, Claw Master, Claw Master. Oh, hey, you, stop playing with me. You'll buy yourself a beating or you'll get it for free. I knew I belonged to the sky. When you pushed me up the air, I couldn't learn how to fly. So tell your worried heart that I'm on my way. With my lungs full of fire, master, claw master, claw master. Oh, hey, you, stop playing with me. You'll buy yourself a beat and know you'll get it for free. I knew I belonged to the sky. When you pushed me up the end, I couldn't learn how to fly. So tell your worried heart that I'm on my way with my lungs full of fire from the morning. Tell your worried heart that I'm on my way with my lungs full of fire from the most Claw Master, Claw Master, Claw Master. Oh, hey, you, stop playing with me. You'll buy yourself a beat and know you'll get it for free. I knew I belonged to the sky. When you pushed me up the end, I couldn't learn how to fly. So tell your worried heart that I'm on my way with my lungs full of fire. master. Oh, hey, you, stop playing with me. You'll buy yourself a beat and know you'll get it for free. I knew I belonged to the sky. When you pushed me up the end, I couldn't learn how to fly. So tell your worried heart that I'm on my way. With my lungs full of fire from the monster away. Flying like a dragon, I cruise through the sky. And crush the thunder clouds to show you the light I am. Claw master, claw master, claw master, I am. Claw master, claw master, claw master. I know that you've been afraid. When I look into your eyes, I see nothing but pain. And hey, you.
Microphone on. Alright. Soundtrack on. Spaceship on. Background noise on. I should actually set up a wait 1 second, actually I'm gonna make sure that whoop. There we go. Yeah. Okay, let me see something. Let me see something. Let me see. Okay, we should be fine. Oh right, I forgot one other thing. So the immersion is happening. Activate. All right, there we go. There we go. Stop recording. All right. Well, hello, folks. It is me, Callmaster, back again for your Friday night shenanigans. And tonight, it's a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Innovation, not innovation, immersion breaking for tonight. And yeah, tonight, I'm talking about my side hustle, my side gig, my other job I work at, because it has been 1 year since I started working with them, and I wanted to celebrate it with some of the clips that I've made for them since then, also as well as my experience working with them. Of course, before we get into it, I need to go around the lab here and just check on our big guy. Yeah. Looks like things are still in order. Looks like things are still happening. The big guy is still resting, as he should. And yeah, no, it's pretty much nothing really has changed since last I checked. But you know, hey, maybe one of these days, the big guy will wake up. Who knows? Who knows? For all we know. Yeah. Anywho. Alright. So, pretty much I checked out the list of things to do. First thing I get in here and able to check on that. I got more things to do in the near future. Just setting some things up, so you know, this isn't the only spot that you're going to be seeing most of the time. There will be more spaces that I will be showing you guys in the near future. So you know, hey, we're just making sure that everything is under construction and make sure that it's good to go before we show you guys what it is. But let's go ahead and let's see. So, alright, before I start showing you videos, for those who don't know, outside of being a VTuber, oh, let me double check and making sure. Soundtrack. Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. Just double checking here. So for those who don't know, so I am currently working as the TikTok manager and editor for Hidden Miracle Studios, the people behind Skullgirls and Skullgirls Mobile. Actually, no, I think it's just Skullgirls Mobile. Actually, no, both. They're both involved in Skullgirls, for that matter. Anyways, so I was hired on last year to work on their TikTok videos, and since then they have grown. They started with like around 300k followers on TikTok, and about a year later, from all the videos I've done over the past year, I managed to get them to almost 500,000, which is pretty sick. So I still got a bit of time left in this year to get it there, but the whole month of this month and then December, and I'm hoping I can nail it, honestly. So that is my hope and goals when it comes to this, but we shall see how it goes. But you know, my time with them has been great, no complaints. I get to work remotely, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. It's been pretty cool to see, and definitely something I would love to keep going forward. So I met with the team. I met with the team like multiple times in the past year. I met him at Evo recently. Went to a dinner, as well as a party that I went to. And like I think other moments too. I think at conventions I went to as well. And met some of them. So they're cool peoples. They're really awesome. So, but it's also like, sorry. Also like, I feel like I'm in like a story, like a Cinderella story when it comes to this, because like I'm still in school right now and I'm just going after my certification when it comes to full-time work. But you know, coming from someone who's played this game competitively for a while, for Skullgirls like an encore, and then you know, able to go from that to helping the community out, to then I'm now working with Hidden Variable. It's the dream, honestly. It's honestly the dream. And yeah, no, I would not change it for the world, honestly. It's pretty damn perfect. So, yeah, no, this has been fun. It's been great, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm definitely loving what I'm doing with them. So, hope to continue for more years to come. So that's kind of the short story of how I got myself into Hidden Variable, the pathway that I took. So yeah. So tonight we're gonna be checking out some of the clips on their TikTok channel, and I'm gonna talk over them, kind of commentary style, which ones are my favorites, which ones that were fun to make, and so on. So let me go ahead, get that set up real quick. Alright, on screen. There we go. Alright, so for this, I'm gonna definitely do this. So I'm gonna turn off that and that. Okay, there we go. We'll turn this on though. Alright. So, let's see. So to kind of, I'll show you the first one I made. So, the very first video I made for these guys, I believe, where is it? Yes. I think no. Now here we go. So,
Maria intro voice lines.
so this was the very first video I made for them. And this was, I think Marie was not released yet. It was still in the works when it comes to Second Encore. But did the intro voice lines, which
Which one is your favorite?
yeah, it was.
You'll need a thorough dusting. I'll do my best. Welcome. I'll be attending to you this evening.
Step on board the Aroo train!
Mr. Wolf, I've been practicing my suplex.
If these puns don't kill you, I will.
Would you like a saucer of warm oil?
Time to paint the town red!
Mr. Hilgard says it's my turn on the TV.
Maria intro voice lines.
Okay, so yeah, so in regards to this, like, there wasn't anything I think too challenging in making this video. The only challenging thing, honestly, was, you know, just adjusting some of the camera to match some of the movements when it comes to some of the other character intros like Robo Fortune and Beowulf. Because most of this was basically, it's the same, like mostly like the same like animation in terms of like intros of Marie. The only thing I did differently maybe is just like making sure that the audio line synced up. But because her voice, it was closed, her mouth was closed the entire time, it was easy for me to kind of drop in the audio lines for Marie. Yeah, and I kind of brought in the subtitles as well that I kind of carried over from my editing with VTubers. So yeah, like there was nothing too particularly difficult when making it. And you know, my first one, I think like 141 now, might be peaked at that at that time. But yeah, definitely my first one. But so after that, I started working on more of them. And I think, let's see, I think the one I do want to highlight, because this is exactly when they started to give me the reins in terms of like, you know, hey, we trust you enough, Claw, so here, like, actually take over, like take over fully for the most part. I think it was, let's see, I wonder where did that begin. I think it began, let's see, I think it began around here. I think so. Yeah, I think it ran like around here. So I want to say like this probably started off of this moment. So yeah, so from here, these actually weren't me, but the rest of everything else. He needs some point redeems up in here. I know. I have to figure that out. Yeah, I gotta figure it out. It's like, what exactly do I want as a redeem? But what was I saying? Yeah, so like roughly around here is when I started taking over the account more so, and now the responsibility was on me to do not only posting these TikToks, but editing them as well. So I feel like that's kind of why I feel like, oh, now they're starting to really like trust me in terms of producing video content and also like helping grow the TikTok profile. So yeah, that's kind of what I felt. It's like, oh wow, okay, they're letting me take control. And they're also like very like flexible and like just kind of go along with like, you know, what ideas I have in terms of making these like new videos. But I would say like, I think the other ones I want to say, or the start of that idea of like, you know, really flexing my creativity was when I started the I think what was it called? It was the HGCS promo, which I did, yeah. And this actually had like a face fronting person also working, or I was working with as well, a voice actor, and then also like one of the employees to act in front of a green screen.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
So, quick note about this: that intro, funny enough, that intro was something that I made the same intro for another FGC group a long time ago. I made an intro for Super Desperation Radio with Hell Pockets and their crew a long time ago. So I just kind of took that first part idea and just put it into here because it fits. Because Skullgirls is very much that echo like noir type of style of a game, so it kind of fit to this. So yeah, perfectly. Yes, this works.
Breaking news, we're receiving reports on the newswire that Skullgirls players across the globe are fighting for a spot at the top. The Skullgirls Championship Series is happening right now. All over the world, people are hosting Skullgirls Second Encore tournaments called Auditions. Auditions are community-run tournaments that grant league points. Earn enough points to climb to the top of the leaderboard, and you could be invited to a curtain call event. Those who win the curtain call events will be flown out to the Skullgirls World Championship at Combo Breaker. That's right. You could get a free trip to Combo Breaker. It's madness. To register, go to start.gg/SGCS 2024 and click on the schedule tab to find tournaments happening in your region, both online and offline. And it doesn't cost a dime. So, what are you waiting for? It's showtime.
So, okay, let me just say, one of my favorite moments in this video was catching JMT just going nuts here. Oh, I love that I caught that. It was great. So he forever will be enshrined in this video. That was one of my cool moments. I like that. I like this moment as well because it's like, all right, how do I capture this moment of like madness? It's like, all right, there's three of them. This part. Oh, wait, hang on. You can't even see my mouse here. Let me go ahead and actually fix it real quick. Capture mouse. There we go. This part right here. Okay. Some of my VTube editing is like seeping into this video. Yeah, this part right here definitely was like, oh, I've seen this a lot in like a lot of VTube videos. So I just like kind of copied that. Yeah, no, this is kind of like, I believe, this is actually a second video, but like, I'll show you the first one as well. It's very much a very YouTuber-esque type of video. But yeah, like, this was actually the second one that they had me do. But yeah, like, it was very much the same information. It was the first video, which I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, nothing really too out of the ordinary when it comes to making this. I think this is kind of like, also again, like I said, like, kind of sort of letting me be more creative when it comes to some of these video choices. Let me show you the first one. Ooh, no, get away. No, hang on. Don't want to log in. Okay, so the first video was, where is it? Okay, so where is it? Let me see. Where did it go? Let me see. Oh, here it is.
Title and the kill stage does.
Are you a fan of Skullgirls? Do you have 8 or more friends? Have you ever thought to yourself, boy, I would love to run an official tournament for the Skullgirls Championship Series? Well, then I've got news for you. Introducing Auditions. Auditions are tournaments that can be hosted by anyone, online or offline, that are part of the Skullgirls Championship Series. These community-run tournaments help determine who will be invited to the regional finals. To apply, submit your application to start.gg/SGCS 2024. If approved, your event will grant league points to players competing for the chance to qualify and be flown out to the final event, Combo Breaker. I live outside of the U.S. There's no way I can join in the fun. Wrong! Audition applications are open to Skullgirls tournaments worldwide, so check the site to see if your region is supported. So what's holding you back? Nothing! Apply now!
Okay. So, on this video, this was the first video of like promoting the SGCS. So this is the voice actor that I was working with, and it was pretty cool to work with him alongside HVS and making this video happen. Again, the funny part about this part, hang on.
Auditions.
So okay, again, this is like freshly me coming off of like editing for VTubers. So some of the things that I was doing over there, I kind of brought over here. They told me like after I made this video that they were cracking up on the auditions part. It's just like, oh, fine boom sound with auditions. They were cracking up. It was great. Took a cue from the SG Mobile and how, you know, their upgrade system works. So I just kind of added here's a little what's the word looking for? Almost like an Easter egg type of deal. So it was cool to add this in here, and it fit well with the video. Yeah, Vine Boom. Vine Booms are still the best. And when in doubt, but yeah, I think my other favorite part, honestly, is this part right here, where it's just like, oh hey, to zoom right in. That was my other favorite part. So funny enough, okay, so when it comes to a few of these videos, some of which like I actually reuse footage of like a video I made long ago. So this footage of Europe, Brazil, Latin, and East Asia. So that was originally a video I made a long time ago that I was originally gonna have like a stream series called World's Finest, where I would have like separate like continents. I'll host a tournament for them, and the point of it is that whatever money is raised from the pot would be just given to the entire community. But I never really followed through with it, and what was it? Yeah, no, I ended up using that same footage for this instead, which worked out fine. So I already had it, you know, pre-made and ready to go. But yeah, other than that though, like he did a great job. I love him. He did a great job. He really liked it. But yeah, like this was the beginning of like Hidden Bearable, kind of letting me like be creative and like, you know, letting me flex my creative muscle and go along with it. So they really enjoyed it. It was awesome to make. And then like the follow up was we just saw here a minute ago. So it's really cool. Like this was when I started to learn. Like they're starting to let me kind of be more creative and be more like flexible when it comes to that. And all that jazz. New Twitch global emote. What the hell is that? Hang on a tick. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, alright, cool. We got a new global emote. Alright. That's cool. That's actually kind of neat. Okay, that's cool. Alright, well, there you go. For those who are in this chat, you got there's a new Twitch global emote. So, yeah. Thank you, Twitch. Kind of scary. It's whatever, it's fine. It's okay. No big deal. Okay, so as I was saying, that was kind of beginning of the creative process of them letting me, you know, have much more creative freedom when it comes to some ideas I want to throw at them. So outside of that, I would say my other favorites, kind of looking through, I would say, let me see. So my other favorite one that I really enjoyed making was the Skullgirls movie one, because like I wanted to make a trailer if Skullgirls had a movie, and they let me have this idea, and I was like, let me please make this, because I was hoping like, man, if it pops off I can do more, but it didn't really pop off, so I'm kind of sad about that. Maybe I can ask him again. Maybe this time around I can ask him again. It's like, hey, can I make another trailer movie of Skullgirls? And the best one I can think of to do was on Eliza. So I think this is like around the time where I just started my editing class in college when it comes to using Avid. I use Premiere for this, but what was it? This was kind of beginning the midst of me learning both programs at the same time. And yeah, like I think, you know, it's really cool. Like it's just something I really enjoy making, and I want to make more. Maybe I can ask them again and see if it's possible. But I'll watch it and I'll talk more about it.
Do you expect me to hunt the Skullgirl? Honey, I'm sorry, but that's just not my scene. My place is on the stage.
Don't underestimate us. We know damn well what you're capable of. You have a knack for tracking blood.
Civilization has made so many advances, but some problems are eternal. A strong leader is always required. I will remind them who stands at its apex.
Squiggly! No! Leviathan! Philia! I'm sorry.
Let them all bathe in my glory!
So, and looking back at this video, I feel like the ending could have been a little bit better when it comes to the logo showing. But I really enjoyed making this. This was great. Like I kind of took a lot of cues from other movies, trailers, and how they are formatted. And this is much more in a stylized like horror slash thriller. And Eliza was perfect for that, and had a good amount of art and illustrations to kind of format that. Yeah, this was really fun to make. I really enjoy making this. I want to make another one. But this also didn't catch many people's eyes, unfortunately. So I'm like, maybe they'll let me have another one. I would love to make another movie trailer on one of the other Skullgirls characters. But it was really fun to make. I really enjoyed making this, and it was really fun to kind of like mess around with different artworks in different orders to make it feel like it's a movie trailer. It's also funny, like that the comments also I think also get me in terms of like what they've been saying about the videos I've made. A horror-based movie based on Liza would have been the coolest and scariest thing in the world. Yeah, I got until I saw the disclaimer. So yeah, like you're afraid of success. So yeah, like this was one of my favorites to work on. It was a lot of fun. I might make another one. Like if I've had an opportunity I should have done it for this year. But if I have an opportunity to make another movie trailer that's horror based or maybe different genres, that'd be great. Honestly, I would love to do it. Not to mention, like they gave me like some of the voice lines, the raw voice lines I can use to make it, which was super cool. So I really enjoyed making that. That's like one of my favorites that I've made. The other favorites I worked on, I would say would be, was this me? No, it's not me. Okay. Would be this one. So it's funny because I think what happened was, during this time, there was a meme going around, not only on TikTok, but also on YouTube. And it was the Miku Miku Beam meme, because they're taking only that part where she's says the Miku Miku Beam out of the song. And TikTok was like using it a lot. And was like, the cool thing about it was like a lot of artists were basically animating that part. I think I persuaded HVS. I was like, hey, can I do this? And they're like, all right, sure. So, and Noble Fortune was the perfect one when it comes to doing it, in regards to being the Miku singing part. But yeah, it worked out well. Hang on, let me go ahead and get this real quick. Oops. Also, like having the sprites on hand, ready to go to animate was also really good.
And now, it's time for that moment you've been waiting for. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Miku Miku. And now.
So yeah, like, yeah, this was great. Really enjoyed making this. I think like the only hard part, honestly, was just animating the mouth so that it's talking. So it's probably the only hard part I had to deal with it. But yeah, this was great. Like I was just like, oh, this fits very perfectly. And then I love that people like caught on. This part right here. Hang on, let me go back a little bit. Yeah, I love that people caught on, and it's like, oh, we do have a Miku color for one of the characters for Skullgirls. Affiliate was it. So I was just like, oh, I'm gonna throw it in there. And I love the fact that people in the comments were like noticing that. It's just like, oh, awesome. They noticed that little hint there, that Easter egg. But yeah, no, like it wasn't that hard to put together. I was kind of like, I think the only thing I was kind of like trying to figure out was like, she says keep going at the end of the song portion. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to just say keep going without the sprite or with it. In the end, I kind of kept it, and you know, it pretty much felt like it was it fit pretty well. But this popped up really hard when this video came out. I remember hearing at Evo this past year when we went out for dinner, Juju told me like, yeah, someone came to our booth and like told us they really loved the Miku Miku Beam video on TikTok. I was like, oh, that's fucking rad. So, it's really cool to hear. But yeah, no, like it was a lot of fun to make. It was kind of a spur of the moment, honestly. Like, I saw the meme taking off, and I was just like, I need to jump on this now. I want to make this happen. I know the perfect character for this. So, yeah. No, it was really cool. Oh, good Tino's guess. There we go. Cool. Okay, so that was one of my favorites as well. That kind of popped off. Let me see. What else, like, did I really enjoy making? So, oh, right. Was this the second one or the first one? That's the second one. So, first off, shout outs to Sajam. So, I took the idea of Sajam's, like, Will It Kill, and I wanted to just basically have a Skullgirls version of it. And I think it was Liam that suggested, like, hey, you should have it where, you know, will it reflect in terms of like Umbrella's super when it comes to, you know, projectiles and whatnot. So I did that, and it was a lot of fun. Pretty much, you know, not one. It's about 1 for 1, I think, to Will It Kill. The only difference is that Will It Kill, like, it has at the very, like, in the yellow bars, top and bottom, says, you know, Will It Kill? But the yes and no is very much the same thing. So, let me just play it.
Will it reflect?
Reflector!
Yes or no?
Catastrophe cannon, Omega. Our true power! Release!
Cry. Eager to celebrate.
Retina! Reflector!
My hope still burns!
Will it
So yeah, yeah. Again, this is basically like kind of basically a copy of Sage Jam's like Will It Kill idea, but like will reflect. This I didn't know about the Easter egg when it came to. So if you do Peacock Super and you cancel all of it, or no, take it back. Was it Crouching Light Kick, or sorry, Crouching Light Punch? Yeah, so if you cancel, if you cancel your Crouching Light Punch into anything else, like a super or anything to that nature, the ant will actually like walk across the screen. What I didn't know is that when Liam told me that, yeah, it actually reflects off of Umbrella's super and just walks the other way, which is funny to me. So it's like, oh, I didn't know that. That's actually hilarious. But yeah, no, it was fun to make. I think this was a little surprising, even though I've seen it before, and it just reminds me like, oh wait, the for some reason the Robo Fortune's beams doesn't go like it hits, but like it doesn't like it doesn't reflect, which is interesting. So I was like, oh, huh. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun to make. I think I love seeing the orb just bounce and then just hit Marie on top of her head. I was like, that's just a funny moment to me when I'm making this. But yeah, like it was a lot of fun to make, honestly. And it got me thinking about like, oh, what other projectiles or like what other things that interact with this like affects it in such weird ways. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. So this is definitely one of my other favorite ones I made that I really enjoyed. Outside of that, when it comes to other videos, let me see. As I scroll through, we did it again for the second time, which was also fun to make. Was also more of that. Oh, Bella Ball. So okay, the weird like aspect ratios because it won't like interfere when it comes to the side here, but it was like it's funny too because I recently saw a Twitter post of someone posting that they can now do this in Guilty Gear Strive right now with the new update between two Patikmans. And I was just like, oh, this is familiar. But yeah, no, I love like introducing this idea to like the SG Mobile audience because it's like, hey, we've been doing this for like 10 years, and like this is just like something we kind of do to goof around. So it's like, oh right, you guys probably don't know about this, honestly.
Introducing Bella Ball, the first person not able to shoot back the diamond loses. Which side do you think will win? Starting in.
So when it came to this video, I was trying to do it by myself, but the problem I found out is just like, oh wait, I can only like have the other bot in training mode able to only respond to like maybe one projectile, but like the timing it gets tighter every time it goes back and forth. So this is like when I asked my brother, I was like, hey, come over here and play Bella Ball with me for a little bit so I can record the footage. So we ended up doing that, which was a lot of fun. So I made sure to cut out like ones where it's like going back and forth, because there's definitely times where it's like I do it and like he gets hit in one shot or vice versa. So there's a couple I had to do it a couple times, but and it was fun. It was fun to kind of showcase like this idea to the SG Mobile audience. And as you can see in the side here, like I've played this game for years. I never knew this. Even some saying like she has a projectile. Like no, she can reflect she can reflect projectiles. So like I love just like seeing like the SG mobile audiences kind of lose their mind for a second there. This is like, oh man, is this an SG mobile? It's like, no, this is a second encore. So only second encore stuff that only is in it's only in that version instead of SG mobile. It's just funny to me when it comes to them like seeing like all this like stuff they've never probably interacted with or seen. But it was also very cool. Like it was like, oh, cool. Let me show you the thing that we've been playing, or goofing around for quite some time. I have another idea I want to do, but that I probably may end up doing down the road. But we shall see on that idea. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was cool to introduce Bella Ball. I just love the fact that now you can do an M Guilty Gear Strive with 2 Protectments. So it's just like, hey, you can have a lot of fun with this. Although Protectment's like Reflector is like super slow though. That's the thing. So I'm not sure what the I'm not sure what the input is for it, but yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I think I really enjoyed making it. My next favorite one that I made was okay, so I told Juju this when I was making it. It's like, all right, this one is dedicated to you. So I made so it's funny because I just found out what a fan cam was, and it was basically what a fan cam was just a bunch of different shots that are basically like thirst clips or thirst, like, you know, it's like admiring like a streamer or whatnot. And I saw this with a guy streamer recently, and so it's like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. So I decided, you know what? Let me make one for Beowulf. And so I did. And luckily enough, like, there's a lot of like great shots of Beowulf in the story mode in regards to, like, you know, him flexing. But yeah, this was just like funny to make the entire thing.
I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, nasty, nasty. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Need somebody with a good technique. Is somebody gonna match my nasty? Pillow talking got my throat raspy.
So yeah, I did that for the person in the SG Mobile comment saying, okay, which Score Rules employee made this? Yes, I am the one who made this. You know, in hindsight, I should probably say this for Valentine's Day, honestly, but so what was it? It was, so basically taking the idea of, like, you know, okay, basically fan cams are just like that are shots, so it wasn't that hard to find for Beowulf. This shot was perfect, honestly. This was a great shot, actually, I was able to use. And let's see, yep, just closing on his abs in story mode. He did when he's upside down, when he's doing a suplex, and then more abs and muscles bursting. Some gameplay there, and then, like, I was trying to find something else, but I really couldn't find much, so I just have him, like, drooling on the couch. So, like, you know, I was like, it's kind of sexy. And then this was great in terms of the lyrics, and then I find this funny at the very end. So it's like, oh, he's a beast. I think the funniest part for me is just reading the comments again about, you know, this video. But this is more or less like given something that I think a lot of fans really enjoy. I think, what was it? I think Score Rules is getting a little too comfortable on here, which is funny. It's just like, yeah. whoever's on the Scorpios account, I love you. You're welcome. Let's see. I think the other one I really enjoyed seeing in the comments section was, okay, so is the social media intern getting fired or getting raised? Which is funny to me. It's just like, yeah, the people have spoken. They want to give me a raise. And then a lot of it was just like, just confused. So I think this is one of the this is one of the videos I was kind of looking forward to, what the comments were saying in regards to the video itself. And yeah, no, it was great. I love seeing it. Let me see. So the other one, probably could talk about this one too, because okay, this idea was like actually suggested by Juju, and I helped make it. But I think what's crazy is that this, and it's funny too, because when I was at the party, like one of the devs asked me, it's just like, all right, so what constitutes like a lot of views on TikTok on a video? And it's like, it's always the low effort ones are the ones that blows up the most. This one in particular, low effort video, but like it blew up. Like this got, right now it is like 1.5 million views on TikTok, which is crazy to me. Yeah, so it was nothing to, it's just like the only tough part I had about this, because I was kind of going back and forth in regards to like, okay, hang on, oops. The only tough part about this video, making it, is just like, because I was going back and forth on, should I capture in-game footage or should I just animate them with the frames? Because the Skullgirls competitive pack, like, it came with the frames and I can use the animate, but I was having issues for some reason putting it together. So I just kind of went the easier option and just like captured in game. And it was just like, nothing too hard, just capturing, make sure I did multiple versions of this, of like, capturing the animations. And this video popped off so hard. I think I didn't realize like how much it's exploded until I think a day or two later, and I was just like, oh, this is gonna reach over 1 million, holy crap. So this popped up really hard and it was great. I was like, all right, cool, my first 1 million plus viewed video on here on TikTok. And yeah, like, again, I think what it came down to is just I was talking to one of the people at the party about it, and I think kind of because he told me, like, more than likely the reason why like it got so popular is because a lot of people want to see the animations. And this game, again, has like, I think the second or third most animation frames next to Third Strike when it comes to like frame by frame animation of characters. So like, this was really cool to see, and I think I definitely get it why people would love it a lot, in terms of like, I get to see these cool animations to this game, to a game that most fighting games nowadays don't have 2D animation as much anymore. So it was like really cool to see. It's like, oh, super rad. So yeah, no, again, surprised, but at the same time not surprised that happened. Oh, I definitely want to show you guys this. Okay, so this. Okay, so I think this was inspired. So there was a video I saw on TikTok, or it might be in some other place, but there was a version of this, but it was with BSAB, with Vampire Survivor, where they had the Vampire Survivor menu, but each of the character slot which has different artwork of an artist who did the artwork for the fan artwork of, you know, Talbane, or for Morgan or Lilith, and they were scrolling through each one, which is really cool to me. I was like, oh, this is super rad, I want to make this. So I took that idea, played around with, like, you know, if I want to make it just like it in terms of like the way that the format was, but I think at the end of the day, like, I was kind of running out of time and I just need to do something a little bit more simple. So I just did a simple like film strip with like, I think 6 characters, yeah. And basically just separated the file. I think they gave me the files to separate. Yeah, they did actually, yeah. So they gave me the files to separate the layers, and I was able to just take those out and just put them into the After Effects and make it to where like each character you highlighted would show up as if it was like a fighting game screen. So it was really cool to see. I was like putting it together. It's just like, this is sick. This is sick looking. This took me like a bit to put together for a 17-second video. And it was really cool. It was really awesome. It was sick to put together. I really enjoyed making this. It took a lot of effort. This did okay, or it underperformed, at least from in my point of view. But it was a lot of fun to make. It was a lot of work though. So yeah, no, this is freaking, you know, great. Like, I really enjoyed making it. Would I make another one? Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. It depends how I feel. But also, this is a good way to showcase like artists as well, like who did past artworks when it came to Skullgirls mobile banners and whatnot. So yeah, this was really sick. I like the idea. It was cool, but like, it was, you know, it was a lot of work. Okay. So I do want to talk about an event I did set up on the SG Mobile things. Okay, where was it? The first one. Okay, yeah.
It's time for NPC Battle Royale. Vote for the winner in the comments. Who should win this round?
So,
Eminette or Fang?
This idea of like, okay, let's call it an NPC Battle Royale. Now, this whole idea started off because I wanted to make some sort of like...
It's time for NPC Battle Royale.
Let's pause that for a second. The whole idea behind this was that I really wanted to make a March Madness of Skullgirls characters. Initially, I wanted to do like the typical roster. But it was suggested I should do the NPC characters. Which was like, okay, I mean, I was down for that, and see, you know, where the direction that many people wanted to vote on. And this is something that also I took the idea from a long time ago. I used to look at her like when I was watching a lot more anime. There was this thing they were doing, I think once a year, which was their March Madness, but it was for anime waifus, and people would vote for, like, you know, which one to go to the next round, and then whoever won was the waifu of the year when it came to it. So I was like thinking about that, and then March Madness, and this one I wanted to send for Skullgirls, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is definitely, I mean, it kind of fills in both roles, like both the March Madness, but also the you know, waifu battles and all that jazz. I think the thing for me, the cool thing about this was a low effort for me, because the only thing I had to do when it comes to this was, other than the setup was great. But I think the only challenge I had, honestly, was just counting the votes. Because much of these videos, like, you basically needed just 2 templates. You just needed one of the versus screen and then one of like who won the battle, the first round or second round or whatnot. And you just gotta swap out sprites. So yeah, like, it was a very low effort videos that I made for them, but it caught a lot of attention. and I ran this for I think a month. I think what's interesting, honestly, is that because I've been told like Queen people love Queen's Nancy a lot. Like it's just kind of wild. Like this is me just more discovering what SG Mobile and I guess fans in general like really enjoyed. So seeing that Queen Nancy was like really highly regarded, it was like, oh wow, that's kind of nutty. I the thing that's kind of crazy to me though is like so we get to the final. We get to the oh right, I forgot about this. We get to the final battle between Queen Nancy and Minette. And I think what's really crazy to me is that I figured Queen Nancy would be the one to win it all, but turns out Minette came out. The Minette army came out, and there is just like a whole bunch of votes for Minette. And yeah, I sort of sworn Queen Nancy was going to be the one to take it. I added a bit more pizzazz to this video. So like, you know, just close enough, you know. I think I used lighting for this, 3D, and then the animated the words a little bit. But yeah, like again, this entire series was just like very low effort. It was very low effort, and it was like very much like a fun, like, hey, here's a March Madness of Skullgirls I wanted to do voting wise. So, and I think in general, if we were to like round up this number wise, like 400, 500, 600, 900, 11, like it got a good amount of views like combined, honestly. So like it did pretty well. But yeah, like it was that was something that I wanted to try as an event wise for the TikTok audience, and I think it came out pretty well. I think that people responded pretty well to it. So like I think in the future I definitely would like to make more TikTok events when it comes to like the audience interacting with the videos in some ways to like, you know, determine what's going to happen in the next video and so on. So I will definitely do more of these in the future. I have like a few other ideas, but I'll keep it to my chest for now. I think the other ones recently that I made was the cat meme one.
Tailspin!
Out-of-body experience.
So this was based on a cat meme that was going around TikTok that I noticed, and there was a like dance version of it, and I was just like, oh, I want to make this with Misfortune. So I basically just copied kind of what their format was when it came to their video. I think the challenging part was this specifically. Of like, because the way that the cat meme was, like, the cat was going all over the place, leaving a trail, and I was trying to figure out how to make a trail. And I know you could do it in After Effects, I didn't figure it out in time. But when it came to making this video, it was a lot of fun. A lot of the words you see behind her are like stuff that she has said, her name, the what was it? This was it? Because like I think in the original video, don't mind the mess up here, by the way. In the original video, there was like some sort of numbers, so I just went with the frame data of like, I think Cat Scratch was like blocked on -22. So Alright, hang on, guys. I gotta take care of some. Give me a second, folks. Give me a second. Hang on. Do I have a BIB screen? Hang on one sec. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Cat is going a little wild. Okay. So, as I was saying, yeah, so, I think this was like, yeah, just kind of like, I put in words there that were like trying to match to what the original song was. And the tempo and the pace of the visual video for this, and it worked out pretty well. People really enjoyed it. And yeah, no, just everything kind of came together, honestly, in regards to everything. Oh, God damn it, you're being nutty again. Okay. But yeah, yeah, no, this came out pretty well. I really like that. People really enjoyed it. And it went off pretty well. Um, so let's see. Let me see what else. I guess I'm gonna talk about the last two I've made it actually recently. So okay, the trick or treat one was a lot of fun to make. Even play it first.
Why you so bad at video games?
Please accept my friend request.
You shall be an example to the unworthy.
Okay, so when it came to this video, yeah, when it came to this video, this actually was inspired by like, what was it? The Fox Kids video. When it came to making this video, it inspired me to make it, and it was like reminding me um, what was it? Yeah, no, it inspired me to make something similar to that fashion. Not sure, I feel like this is like probably something like Gen Alpha, or Gen like younger generation that probably has no idea what I'm talking about. So let me fully explain. So back then, when Saturday morning cartoons was a thing, there was this thing that they would do for Halloween, which was like some contest where the caller would call in and like guess which door to do the opening the door. So when it came to opening the door, if they did it correctly, they win a prize. They would win a trip to somewhere, and it was fun. It was like, oh, this is, it was cute, but it was also something like, something that they did on air. So like I was thinking of that when making this, where you go door to door and you get a different different character dressed up in their alternate costume, and it was really cool. So I was like, oh, this works perfectly. So very much the same idea. So every time like there was like the first three where I just able to give the person candy, I did so, and it was like pretty fun to make. It's funny because like the more like this one popped up as well, which is I'm really happy about. But like I feel like it's a mixed bag of like which videos like actually, which videos like do well and which don't. And recently the last four that or the last 3 or 4 I may have done very well, as well as recently as the last one I just did for this past Friday. And again, like this was the effort to make this was like, if I were to judge it like on a scale, it was like a medium, like medium of like making it a medium difficulty to making this video. I think my favorite part, honestly, is this last part. Because I wanted to end with with double attacking the person who was giving away candy. And let's see. So I had the candy fly out, and then I had the hand come up as if like they're about to be attacked. Which are these two hands actually, which is funny enough. These two hands are actually VTuber assets. And all I did was just like flip them and then like make them dark. And then also like, made sure that the screen was getting red and also like was getting distorted at the same time as it gets closer. So that definitely was something that's like, oh hey, I know some assets where I can grab. Also, anytime I'm able to squeeze in a Wilhelm scream, I would definitely do that. So yeah, I did that. It's very end here, so really happy that definitely happened. All right. So let's see what other ones that I really enjoyed making. I would say, let me see what else that I really enjoyed. I mean, speaking of POV, this is like kind of a throwaway one, but I think it's cute. So, hang on, I'll just play the video first, and I'll talk about it in seconds. So, I actually, so recently, what was it? You know what? I should probably, well, probably not. So recently, I recently found out about a program that lets you have items thrown at at a VTuber. It's called Tits. That's the actual name of it. And yeah, like it was a program that I was like kind of experimenting with and just kind of seeing how it works. And you know, I did a video of it like with my own VTuber model, just like for a skit with Double too as well. So I was like, I think I can do this as a first person view. So I was able to like kind of tinker around with it, and I was like, oh, actually I can, because like the trick is like I had basically Double do her super, her cat had super, and then I had the program. What I did is I put in the sprites from her super into the program, and then just let it rip, and then let's make sure that I have it aimed more at the screen to make them bigger. So yeah, that was something that I did, and it's something I kind of figured out. So it's like, oh, this is actually really sick. This is actually really cool. So something that I really enjoyed making. It was a quick throwaway type of video. But yeah. Let's see. What other video that I really enjoy making? Let's see. I talked about the last one I just made recently that actually has been blowing up as of late. So this video was inspired by another video that my boss sent me. And it was really cool because like it was like the different power levels of some of his characters. So I was like, oh, rad. But the difference was is that it was like it went from a sprite to like artwork, fan artwork of like Dahlia, Annie, and Eliza, and like it was basically like there was like this kind of like, almost like Dragon Ball Z-ish type of feeling when it came to the fire around each of the last three, and then like going to the beat of the song, like some sort of like black and white stretch, no, like kind of like some sort of like black and white lines that would go like up and down the screen every time there was a beat to it. And it was really cool. It was really awesome. So I was like, oh, this is actually really sick. I can do this. I wasn't able to pull up like to like exactly what it is, but something close to it. And I'll show you what I mean. So yeah, I think what I made an emphasis on when making this video was making sure that the first three cards was much more like, hey, this is like a 3D card, and I'm gonna make sure that it's very emphasized in the movement, which is really cool, and I actually really enjoyed making. But yeah, like I just kind of made sure an emphasis on the cards, make it 3D, and then on the next three, like just blast the glow and like show the power levels like growing from one card to the next. So this is my own version of that same idea that was given, and this one, like, so by the time I posted this video, that posted at 1 p.m. today, and again, I must be hitting the algorithm jackpot again, because this video, as of recording the stream right now, has 125,000 views in the span of like less than a day. And usually my goal for each video is to get at least over 100,000 every time. So I've been doing some really good stuff apparently. It's been catching on recently on TikTok. I think I'm trying to figure this out. But yeah, like it was, you know, I think I kind of took a bit more time on this to work on, and then able to have it ready for today. Yeah, and that went very well. It went very well for me so far, and you know, this is on day one, so I can't wait to see what it looks like next week when a full week has passed. And again, you know, it always gets me with some of these comments when it comes to some of these videos that I make. What was it? The first video, comment, I literally just opened TikTok after playing Skullgirls, and this popped up. How do you know? This is funny. Yeah. I think, what was it? Skullgirls, really? I literally just evolved my child of stars to diamond. So it's just like the pain of people was like playing the SG mobile game. And it's like, oh, you assholes, you're showing me this after I'm going and trying to get this, or I'm trying to I'm trying to rank up my cards, which is funny. So it's like, yes, exactly what I want you to see. The best edit I've ever seen. Thank you for that. I really enjoy hearing that. And yeah, a lot of this is like, yeah, people just like, oh man, I wish I got these cards and all this jazz. So yeah, like, it's popping up again, and like this has happened for the last 3 videos. This one was already pre-made. And this actually popped up, you know, kind of, you know, okay. It got over 100,000, so like I'm happy with that. But these 3 recently that I've made have definitely been popping up as of late. So I must be doing something for the TikTok algo to like really be in my favor when it comes to these videos as of late. And let's see. So like those are probably my favorites, honestly, when working on some of these videos. And I think, like, obviously, like, I think the other ones, which were more just compilation videos. So, you know, the Evo compilation, the Combo Breaker compilation videos, which were, like, fun to make, but, like, they weren't, like, as creative as some of these other ones I've made, which have been, you know, a lot more fun, much more flexibility to create stuff. Oh, I do want to, actually, I do want to talk about 2 others. So, okay. Which one is this one? Okay, hang on, let me do this real quick. Okay, so, here's the thing about this one. So there's nothing like interesting happening with this video. It's just the walk cycles of some of the characters. The thing that I think someone pointed out to me, like I was going through TikTok and I was looking up Skullgirl stuff, is that there is a video of this same idea, but like it's interesting because it's the same idea of Skullgirl's characters walking from one side to the next, but what they did is they video recorded off their phone, off the screen, and they had like over 300,000 views. And I was just like, what? I was just kind of blown away. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess this is the thing that people do on TikTok. Like, the lower the effort it is, I guess the more it just becomes popular. So I think someone in the comments here actually kind of pointed out, like, yeah, no, this is like here also on the meme too. Which is like interesting. It's like, you know, again, as someone who's been on TikTok a bit more often because this is now my part of my job. But this is like interesting to see some things that's just like popping out. Just like, oh, you spent like maybe 5 minutes making this video with the lowest effort and it like exploded for some reason. So, which is interesting. And then so this was again low effort, but I wanted to like I wanted to showcase obviously the new voice actor that came on to the game. In regards to, you know, Gary Schwartz, the man, the myth, the legend when it comes to heavy weapons guy and Demo Man. And it was like cool to hear him like basically just be the heavy but for Skullgirls. And it was what was wild about this was that when this dropped, like everyone was losing their goddamn minds because like for the longest time, like there was an opportunity, like way back in the day, like Skullgirls was supposed to have like TF2 hats, and there were actual 3D models that were being made. I don't know why, or I forgot the whole reason why it never came to TF2. Like maybe there's some sort of approval that just was not approved. But it was like full circle to like, oh, we weren't able to get TF2 hats into from Skullgirls into the game, but what if we got TF2 into Skullgirls? So we got the guy who does the heavy and just basically become the heavy, even though it's like it's just a Russian announcement. It's like, look, we know what you're doing. You're just being the heavy from Team Fortress 2, and I love it. So people were losing their goddamn minds. It even caught like it went viral on Twitter, and then also like TF2 fans were just like also like bewildered at the same time. I think I remember seeing me in a comment on the Reddit page saying like the heavy update must come to other games before it comes to us first or something to that nature. So like it was freaking crazy. I was just like, that was a wild time. That was a very wild time. I think people were losing their minds too. This game is just too godlike. What was it? Bro, it's Gary Schwartz. It's heavy and Demo Man. It's heavy. Yeah. People were losing their goddamn minds. The thing I didn't know about, actually, I was going through the voice lines and recording these. I didn't know they put in a JoJo reference in there, which is like funny, but also kind of still pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's just like people were losing their goddamn that way. Everyone was. It was a really fun time. I was like, oh hell yeah. It's kind of wild that actually happened. So that was actually really fun to see for sure. I think it's about it. I mean, I do like this. This is the cat meme. I think it was fine. I think it could have been better, but also very simple. So it's like, yeah, no, it worked. But yeah, like again, overall, like I've been having a very great time and having a very fun time and on working on these videos, and I'm going to keep making more. So yeah, I'm going to keep making more, and hope that people can keep watching and keep upvoting. My goal, okay, it wasn't my goal originally, but when I saw that Hidden Rebel Studios tweeted out that, hey, let's get the TikTok account to 500K followers, and I was thinking to myself, like, I don't know if we can make that. Like, I was thinking like maybe 470, 460 maybe at the time. And I think at the time it was like around it just might have just barely reached 450, and that was like a couple weeks ago. But I guess the TikTok algorithm gods saw that what we're trying to do, and they were like, the last couple videos I've made have been like getting a lot of viewership. So we are now at 464.3 followers and 7 million likes. At this rate, and we're only in the beginning of November. At this rate, we might able to get this accomplished to 500k followers like before the end of the month, or in December of next month, like before the year ends. So, which is pretty wild. If I can accomplish that before the end of the year, that would be pretty awesome to have. So it's like, oh hey, in my 1 year of being with this company, my 1 year and a month, I have managed to help get this company's TikTok account from 300k from where I started to 500k in the short span I've been here, which would be wild to think about, but also very cool to see. Let me just turn this back on, actually. Back to our immersive. There we go. So, yeah, no, it's just kind of wild to see the growth in such a short span, and yeah, it's pretty wild to basically raise up about, what, 200,000 new followers in the span of like a year and a month, which is wild. So like, if we're going off that math, next year we'll be at 700,000, and then the year at my third year would probably reach 1 million. So it's been interesting, honestly, in my video editing journey, because currently I'm in school right now. I'm taking the class in regards to editing to be certified as a video editor officially, and like right now we're in a Premiere Pro editing class, and it's, I believe, is much more of a beginner class than anything else. And we are working on this montage video, and my professor was asking like if anyone wants to show theirs so far, they could do so. And me and like 3 others did that because we were done essentially, or very much already done the first part of the video, so we can show it off. It's kind of wild, honestly, like, because I've gotten so much praise from the video that I worked on, and to me it just felt like it's no big deal. It's just it's a video that I came away with like, hey, this works because I know exactly what to do, and something that I like really that I enjoyed making, but like I wasn't like thinking too far into like, oh, this is gonna give me so much praise, I'm so proud of it or anything. It's just like it's just an assignment, and like I'm kind of treated as like any other like freelance video, honestly. But like everyone that watched it, like gave me super amount of praise. It was just like they really enjoy watching it. So, like I was getting praise from a lot of people that I would not expect, honestly, and I was like, wow. I'm like, I kind of just sat there. I mean, like, I'll say thank you to everyone who gave me the compliment. Like, at the same time, like, it just felt like I didn't deserve the praise. Kind of a little bit of imposter syndrome, a little bit going on. But like, it was just, I don't know. I think at the end of the day, it just like felt like think the effort I put into the video, like, did not match up to the amount of praise I was getting. Like, it felt like, yeah, it's a weird feeling. But you know, I think at the end of the day, if people really enjoy it, that means that I'm doing something right. I'm doing something pretty correct. So if they enjoy what I put out there so far, it's like, oh wow. I got high praise from my professor too. And my professor is she is somebody who's in the industry. So I'm like, wow, that's freaking wild, honestly. So, you know, it definitely was, you know, a very humbling moment, to say the least. So when it comes to working with HVS and these Google's mobile videos, it's wild, honestly. It's wild. Like, maybe I'm just that good. Like, maybe I'm actually like a really, really good video editor, and I'm just like, the fruits of my labor are showing off more than before. So, yeah. This is what it feels to be at the top. The tippy top of the mountain. Yeah, so it's just wild. It's pretty wild. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I need to humble myself more and like take in the compliments and like really like be out there, like, yeah, I'm the best. Like really own it, but we shall see. We shall see. But again, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy these videos, and I hope to make more in the future. So, all right. Let's see if this works. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that's all the videos I really liked and I enjoyed it, and I helped create for the Skullgirls official TikTok videos. And yeah, no, it was fun. Again, a lot of fun making it. A lot of fun. And of course, if you're watching this video, please go check it out. We're trying to get to, if you haven't subscribed to the TikTok Skullgirls channel, be sure to do so. I'm trying to get to 500K before the end of the year. And hopefully we'll get there. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so it's 11:08 now. I started when at 10:30. Oh shit. 10:30. Okay, you know what? Well, no, take it back. I started at 9:30. Sorry, 9:30. Technically 9 to 9:30. Okay, so I think what I'll do is I'll end it here for now. You know, I usually go for like 2 to 3 hours. And I think we're like about 22 minutes away from 2 hours exactly. So, yeah, I think we'll just end it here. So thanks for those watching. I'm pretty sure the YouTube, I'm recording this, so I might have to edit this video later on, but the YouTube channel might be getting hit with copyright songs, so I will definitely have to figure that out later. I have it locally recorded, so I'm not too worried about it. But I hope you all enjoyed watching these videos with me. It's been a great 1 year with working with HVS, and here's to another year working with them, and yeah, I'll be trading for the world, honestly. So, I think, am I going to be streaming next Friday? Big maybe. Or I might stream earlier on in the day, because the reason why, let me double check. Because next Friday is the Jake going to be at 5 p.m. PST. Wow, really? Okay, never mind. I'll be able to stream next Friday. Hopefully. Yeah, wow, why so early? Are they in the UK? That's weird. Okay, interesting. I believe it's in the UK. Wow, that's a very interesting. Okay. Some weird shows. Okay, it's not in Vegas anymore. It's in the UK, I think. Actually, let me look it up. Hang on. Location. It's gonna be. Where is this thing? Oh wait, no. Wait, it's gonna be at the. Oh, at the. No, wait. Is this Dallas? Really? Wow. Okay. Okay, so apparently it's gonna be at the Dallas, Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Okay. Cool. Alright. What was it? So yeah, I guess there will be a stream next Friday. So for sure, I'll let you guys know if it does happen or not. But I believe if the fight and why so early in the day? That's a weird one. Okay, well, I'm off on Fridays anyway, so I get to see the whole thing. Anywho, okay, I'll keep you guys updated. But yeah, thanks again for watching. Either post or watching the mod later on. So before I go, let's go ahead and thank some people, or anyone for that nature. Alright, cool. Credits. No one. That's fine. I'm alright. I figured as much. Still working on getting people to just eyeballs on this, but hey, at least I get some YouTube videos out of this regardless. So I already have someone in mind to go raid. And it is, let's see. Because they're gonna be mindless over next week, honestly. What was it? Desert Bus for Host, yeah. Alright. Gonna go raid Desert Bus for Hope. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys next week.